welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica. Today I have my makeup basket. Yes, I know I actually did one last week, but I am trying to get some extra stuff filmed, so I thought I would go ahead and film another makeup basket for you, and that way I could switch out some stuff and feel very good about it. So I'm going to quickly get into this because I still have a ton of stuff to do, and I am going to start with like my complexion stuff first. I am switching up my primers this week. I am bringing in the Bobbi Brown face base. It is always nice to bring in something that is brand new. Even though I've already gone through one of these, I did mix it up and work on another primer for a long time, and now I'm back to using one of these. I really like the Bobbi Brown face base. For my foundation, I am using my trusty Franken foundation. It is working very well for me. I did actually have to add a little bit more blue into it today, and it is what I am currently wearing. I really just like to mix and match to get it as close to my natural complexion as possible, and this is doing the job, so I'm going to keep working on this one. I am bringing in two concealers. One was in last week, one was not. The one that you saw last week was the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in Coconut Flakes, but I'm also bringing in the Rose Ink Concealer, and I don't even know what shade this is. It's got a number, and it is a little like peachy for me, but I can make it work, and I really would like to just get some time in on this concealer and see what kind of damage I can do in a week. I am trying to mix things up just a little bit because I feel like my baskets were getting a little stale using the same things over and over again, so I figure there are some things that I have to use until they're done because I don't really have anything else that I could switch them out for. But I needed a little bit of a refresh on some things. So one thing I'm going to keep in the same is this lipstick from Milani and Teddy Bear as my cream bronzer. I'm really hoping to have it done for September, before the end of September, and I feel like if I can keep it in, I can probably achieve that one. But I am kind of mixing up my cream blush a little bit. I am going to still have two of the ones that I had in last week. The first one is ColourPop Virtual Reality. It is definitely warm toned, and I only need to get a few uses on this one before I can roll it out of its current project. And I also have for my cool tone this e.l.f. lipstick. It works beautiful as a cream blush. I am actually wearing Virtual Reality today, which, you know, sometimes you just got to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I would like to get some work in on this because it would be really nice to have another lipstick out before the end of the year. And to mix it up just a little bit, I am bringing in the Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge. It is for lips and cheeks, and I'm going to attempt to use it on my cheeks for this week. It is in Velvet Plum, which is this beautiful deep plummy color, so I thought this would be a nice thing to bring in. Our weather has been a little bit unpredictable. It's been slightly cooler, then it was like, oh my god, hot, and then today is just a little bit cooler again. Mother Nature, she's just a little bit crazy pants, so I kind of want to mix and match, so whatever the weather has my mood feeling like, I want to be able to match that with my makeup. I am bringing in two different powders. I am bringing in the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I did have this in last week. Last week was the first week I had this in, and I actually do really like it a lot, but it is definitely only for my under eye area. And then I'm also bringing in the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch Pressed Powder. Mine is in the shade Blondie, which I have frankened it, and it doesn't look like Blondie originally looked because that was way too yellow for me. The Franken is still a little too yellow for me, so I might re-Franken it, but I would like to get some work in on it because in order to re-Franken it, I need to you know, make a little room in this pan because it is very, very full. So I figure even if I'm just using it to set like my eye primer on my brow area, then, you know, at least it's getting some use on it. You will see my powder bronzer in my magnetic palette, but I do have some powder, blush, and highlighter. For my highlighters, I'm bringing in two. Of course, I'm going to have Becca Champagne Pop because this is one I want to finish this year, but I am mixing it up a little bit for my neutral to cooler tone highlighter, and this one, I'm hoping it's not going to be like really crazy. This is Bare Minerals, and it is in Diamond Gossamer. It looks straight white. I am hoping that it will not look white on my face. We will have to wait and see. I tend to put my highlighter, my powder highlighter on before I put on my blush to kind of diffuse it just a little bit, and I'm hoping that will serve me well with the Bare Minerals. And for my blushes, those are going to stay the same because it's nice to have a cool tone and a warm tone. So I've got my Franken in this Ulta Compact that is my cool tone. It is what I have on my face today. And then, of course, I have the Tropical Radiance from Bare Minerals for my warm. I'm going to go ahead and get the lip products out of the way. I have 2 lip liners that I am working on. And the first one is from Color Max. It's the Diva Glamour Matte Lip Liner, Lip Color, whatever it's called. And it is in the shade Milano. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and neutral, but it is actually cooler toned than what it looks like on the outside. I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference in the camera, but the actual lip color is definitely cooler than what the packaging looks like. And then I'm going bold since we're getting closer to fall with the, and I always forget what this is, it's Nude Sticks in Greystone. It is brown. It is very brown, but it actually works with some of my other lip colors that I have in to just kind of tone them down a little bit. It can make them a little bit cooler, or it can deepen it up a little bit, which I like. So I won't be using it to like fully line my lips or to fill them in, but it does help enhance what other stuff I'm actually going to put on my lips. I'm going to be putting in 2 lip glosses. The first one is the Avon Glazewear in Berry Cool. This is one that I'm attempting to get done this year, and it still needs a lot of work, but I'm really hoping to get it out by the end of September. I'm going to be working hard on it, so you will see this probably, if I film more makeup baskets this month, you will probably see this in every single one until it is gone. And then I'm going with a bright red, just to mix it up a little bit. This is Buxom Cherry Flip. It is, it's kind of sheer, but it's definitely sheer red. But because it is a sheer red, while you still see the color, it is not as, oh my god, you know, bright as if it was very opaque. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. It's like a nice gloss, but it gives you some nice color at the same time. And then I'm only going to be bringing in 1 lipstick, and that is going to be a liquid lipstick, which you did see last week. This is Buxom in Centerfold. It is nice and neutral, but it is slightly warm neutral, and it will contrast nicely with this lip pencil, lip crayon, whatever you want to call it, because this leans slightly cool where this leans slightly warm, but they are both definitely neutral. Got a little guest over here. All right, let's get into the eye stuff, which I find the most interesting, but we're going to get the boring stuff out of the way first because, you know, it's just easier that way. So I've got my Benefit Brow Wax, and this is going to stay in because it is the only official brow product or like gel wax type of product that I am currently working on. I do have a brow pencil that is in a project, but I'm not working on it right now, but that's not going to hold my stuff in place where this will. And then I have the Sephora Love the Lift mascara. I do have it on my eyes today. I actually really like it, which is surprising. It is supposed to give you instant curl and lifting volume. I like it. I do. Will I buy it again? I'm not sure, but I do enjoy it. Let's get the pencil stuff out of the way. I do have 2 pencil eyeliners. The first one is the Starlux Gem Pencil in Ultra Olive. Love this one. Again, trying to get it done this year, so you will see that until it is done. Same with the Huda Beauty Creamy Coal eyeliner, and this one is in Very Brown. It's a very easy shade to use, so that one is just going to stay in. I do think I probably can get them done this year, but they still need a lot of work, which is why I want to keep them in. And I'm also going to keep in the same 2 eyeshadow sticks. I almost couldn't think of what they're called. This one from ColourPop in, I think it's Cool Breeze, and then Pearl Delight from Collab. I do have Collab on my eyes today underneath all of this like berry color here. I enjoy it quite a bit. Okay, technically I do have another brow product in here. You can use it as an eyeliner or a brow pomade. It is from e.l.f. It is the Lock On. I don't know if it's liner and brow or brow and liner. It's one of those 2. And yeah, it's going to stay in here till I hit pan on it. It is pretty deep. It is very deep, but we're getting close. We're getting close. I'm hoping that I can make it happen soon. I was hoping it would be last week, but it didn't happen that way. So you know, I'm going to keep working on it. I have the same two Jelly Much from ColourPop, Desert Days, and Early Birdie. Crazily, I want those done this year. I don't know that that's going to happen, but I'm going to give it the old college try. I do also have a Super Shock in for usage. This is, sorry, I turned it the wrong way. This is Lady Bird from ColourPop, and it is just a topper. I only need a few uses on it, and I'm really hoping that I can get that done in this basket and then get that one rolled out of my project. And one I haven't had in a while, this is Bare Minerals Snow. It is white. It is kind of like a satiny white, and I only need a few uses on this, so I might try to use this as my inner corner a couple of times to get some uses and maybe see how it works on the rest of the lids. But I would love to get this one also with the usage done because I want to start rolling through some other things in my collection. So I need to dedicate a little bit of time to my usage products in order to get those rotated through. Now on to the best part, which is going to be the eyeshadow. And of course, I am going to start with my magnetic palette. I did switch it up a little bit, but you will see some of the same stuff in here just because, again, trying to get it used up before the end of the year. So I have my Benefit Hoola bronzer down here, making some good progress on that. And we're just going to start at the bottom. This corner is the Plum Cream eyeliner, and that is from a Depotted Profusion Eyes palette. Also, the black here is from that same palette. This is a Coastal Scents makeup pigment, and this one has been neglected, so I really need to get some work on that. This is a Hot Pot from Coastal Scents. Let me see, another Coastal Scents. These two are both Coastal Scents. Looksy, 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 and then this is also from Coastal Scents, another Hot Pot. Oh, and this one, I almost forgot this one here. This was a single from CoverGirl, and yeah, I just want to get some more use on that because a good portion of these I'm either attempting to hit pan on or to finish this year, which is kind of crazy. I have my work cut out for me, but I'm really hoping they will play nice with some of the other shadows that I have brought in. And I only have one of my pan nose palettes in this week. I did take one out from last week, so I am only keeping in the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette because this one needs more work than my Marc Jacobs, so I'm going to dedicate this week to this, and I have other stuff to just kind of help me out if I feel like this is just a little bit too much for this week, and those are going to be 3 of my 4 Essence palettes that I am attempting to work on this year. So of course I have Bronze This Way. There are only 4 shades left in this one. I have My Rose Will Go On. There's only 2 shades left in this one. And then I have 5 shades. I couldn't remember how many I had in this one. And this is I Like to Mauve It, Mauve It. This is really just going to supplement this one here. Whereas this one is going to be contrasting, which I kind of need because I'm going to need some warm tones in here too. And then, like I said, I've only got 2 shades in here. And what I have in here will go with some of the stuff that is in my magnetic palette. So hopefully I can make some decent looks with what I have and get some progress on my stuff as well. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.